Japan is known for its beautiful outdoors, and 80% of it is mountains. It's amazing. Would you like to go and hike it, explore it? If so, you would need to find resources online. But if you ever tried to do that, you might not find the right ones in English, at least. So, for that reason, we created Hikeable. And this is our team. So, I'm the product owner, Chris. And next I'm going to introduce you to our tech lead, Camille. And over there you can see Chad, one of our full stack engineers, hard at work. And over there, here on this side, last but not least, we've got Haruna, our other full stack engineer.
So let's meet our users. The first user is Jenny Brooks. She's an English teacher in Japan and she's been here for a few months. She wants to start hiking as a hobby, but she's not sure where to start. Our second user is Eric Monday. He has lived in Japan for a long time and he's been hiking quite often. However, when he started hiking in Japan, he couldn't find good resources in English. Now he has a lot of experience and wants to share his knowledge, so other hikers can benefit from it. There's one problem though, there's no platform for him to do that.
The first thing that you can see is the app's landing page. We aim to create something that feels immediately welcoming yet thematic to Japanese culture. Here you can see a map of Japan. Since our user Jenny currently lives in Tokyo, let's go ahead and choose that. Now you can see a list of all the trails in Tokyo. This is a lot of information to go through though, so let's use the filter to trim things down. Jenny hasn't been hiking in a while, so let's go for something short and easy. Okay, Roppongi Hills sounds nice, so let's do it. This brings us to a page about Roppongi Hills with more details. There's a gallery with user-uploaded photos, but you can also upload your own. By scrolling down, you can see a 5-day forecast for Roppongi Hills, a map of where the trail begins, and reviews left by other users. Going back towards the top of the page, let's launch the interactive map. Here, you can interact by writing messages for other users to see and rate. Messages left by others are marked with a brown pin. Tapping the map once brings it to my current location. By selecting a brown pin near me, I can see that the message that someone else has left. This message is saying that there are some expensive shops here. That seems helpful, so I'm going to go ahead and like it. And while I'm here, why don't I write my own message too? Exiting the interactive map brings us back to our Roppongi Hills page, where you can add it to your favorites and mark it as completed after you're done. This will add the hike to our dashboard page, where you can see completion data as you continue to use our app. You can also see what badges or achievements you have earned based on your activity.
So our front end, which is the part of our application that you see from your mobile phones and desktops, was built using the Next.js framework using TypeScript. We chose this because it's well supported and it allows us to quickly deploy multi-page applications with minimal configuration. We wanted to use a statically typed language such as TypeScript, which is supported by React, to ensure that our code becomes easy to refactor and maintain as it scales. Our styling was done using Material UI. It's a polished component library that also supports TypeScript. Sass was used to help to better maintain and modularize our CSS. Our application uses a number of third-party APIs and libraries. The interactive maps with icons that you see on our trail page was done using OpenStreetMap and React Leaflet. Data for the weather on our trail locations was sourced using Visual Crossing Weather, and the graphical data that you see on our user dashboard was rendered using Chart.js. For users who choose to log into our application, they are authenticated using Google Firebase. This was chosen because it's easy to use SDK and it has a ready-made user interface. Our front end was deployed using Netlify, which was chosen for its ease of use, continuous deployment, and ability to customize our own domain. This integrates neatly with our backend, and this was built using the Django framework in Python. And we chose this because it's something we are quite familiar with, and Django really simplifies the process of creating, modifying, and querying databases. Speaking of which, we were really keen to have an easily scalable relational database, which we can use to query our data for trails, likes, completions, badges, and users. The uploading and storage of trail photos is done using Cloudinary, a dedicated platform for managing images that has plenty of tools for integration. Our backend was deployed separately from our frontend. This allowed people to work on both independently, and for this we used Heroku.
Achievements! We managed to deliver a service that lets users interact with other users' input, and that's really powerful. It lets them help each other in terms of hiking. It was also a really good learning opportunity for the team as we learned how to integrate TypeScript with our project and also third-party libraries, which was quite a challenge at the time, but we got through it. And Next.js also has a client-side versus server-side rendering, which we also had to learn how to manage. It was a really interesting time and a really good experience for all of us. Thank you! And now that 80% of Japan is hikeable for you, get out and explore.
Thank you.